2023 national budget is expected to be presented on November 24 to spell out details of fiscal policy of government. But even before the set date, 98 majority MPs have threatened they will boycott upcoming budget presentation if Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta is not immediately sacked. Now, apart from that, they will also not conduct any business from the Finance Ministry to Parliament. Now, in the face of prolonging what appears to be an inevitable decision, the National Council of the governing party has decided to hold crunch meeting with President Akufo-Addo over long-standing matter of AttaMustGo. Ahead of the meeting, political watchers warned the Ghanaian leader Akufo-Addo to soften his stance and bring closure to the matter before upcoming budget presentation. NPP Council of Elders has served notice it will be meeting the president over the mounting pressure for the removal of Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta, according to a member of the Council of Elders and former Chief of Staff in the Akufo administration, Mr. Kojo Mpini. The decision to meet President Akufo-Addo over calls for removal of Ken Ofori-Atta was reached after a crunch meeting. Now, joining us on the line, on this line, is a political scientist of KNUST, Professor Edward Brenya, for some more on this development. Prof, thank you for your time and you're welcome to Newsbeat. Is there any special reason why His Excellency, do you think His Excellency has actually taken a very strong stance on his decision not to remove the Finance Minister at the level at which we've gotten to?
Good afternoon to able listeners of Metro TV, and let me say good afternoon to you yourself. I think this is very difficult for me to answer because what is happening right now beats conventional wisdom. That one would expect that a president who, at the time of swearing in, asks citizens or people that voted for him, them to be citizens, not spectators, would want to listen to the same people that is calling to be citizens, make a demand, and vehemently refuse not to heed to the demand. What we've heard so far is that the president himself had indicated that he's not seeing any reason for him to call for the removal of the finance minister. To him, the finance minister had performed credibly, and he believes that his previous performance should sort of exonerate him, so that even if today he's not performing, that he shouldn't be asked to leave office. Something that beats the mind of any, for choice of words, citizens who really entrusted their vote in the president and expected that the president would listen to your word and respect the choices and their decisions.
So what do you think, or what do you expect from this Council of Elders that are expected to meet His Excellency, the President? Do you think that they can do anything better, hoping that he will soften his stance?
The Council of Elders, at least in the interest of ensuring that the party maintains some credibility with the electorate, and more importantly, with their supporters, will try to get the president convinced to take a second look at his decision not to remove the finance minister. I am hoping that, looking at how far these issues concerning the removal of the finance minister has gotten to, and especially with the Council of Elders coming in, I am hoping, and I'm using the word hope, that the president will now listen to this Council of Elders and probably take the necessary step to avoid any embarrassment by way of this Council of, the members of Parliament join the minority to continue this vote of censure that was initially initiated.
The president, advised Ghanaians about negative speculations the last time he addressed the country. And as a political analyst, do you think that, or as a political scientist, do you think this is also feeding into the behavior of the economy?
Absolutely. You see, there are several factors that influences the way economy perform. Beyond the inflation and other factors, then you also have issue of trust. You see, now if you go to the market, you realize that sellers or providers of services charge at any rate that they want because they don't see, don't have any hope that things will change. So it is important for the president to realize that one of the important ways of addressing inflation and its associated problem with the economy is trust and hope for the people. The people have lost confidence in the finance minister and ability of the finance minister to handle the problems of the economy. And therefore, if the president does not allow this man to go, it is going to have a ripple effect. And people are continuously going to make sure that they protect their capital. And that is how it results in people charging. You go to market today, you buy something for 10 cedis. The next time you go, it's 30 cedis. President should know that people have lost confidence in the finance minister. And therefore, bringing a new person itself will put some confidence, which will call people to address the current loss of hope that we are experiencing in the country right now.
Thank you, Professor Edward Brenya of KNUST. He is with a political scientist there.